Ladies and gentlemen, come gather round, come gather round, come gather around. Today, we're putting together the headlights, the grille, a set of H4s and H1s for that sweet old school questionably legal brightness. Let's go! First part is disassembling this mess. And way back in the day, if you ever messed around with these older vehicles, you found the screws would usually strip either the threads or the Phillips end of it, and it was just an unpleasant experience to get these apart. So, with a hefty little spray of Move It, my favorite penetrant, it all came apart fairly nice. So, a couple clips. There's kind of like plastic standoffs that the adjusters thread into, and I was really nervous about breaking those, but they did come apart. I didn't break anything. I did replace all of the screws and hardwares with stainless because I just want to make sure that it's less of a problem in the future. Everything got sandblasted in my Sweet Blast cabinet. Check the link above on how to improve your blast cabinet should you have the joyous delight of having one of these in your shop. But blasted. I did debate about going LEDs. I like some of the modern LED lights that have halos, and you could pick different colors, and I could use a halo as a daytime running light or something. However, I do kind of intend to drive this vehicle in winter, and LEDs don't melt the snow off like a good old-fashioned incandescent will. Epoxy primer, 2 or 3 coats out in the backyard with my redneck wind chimes, and then we're putting it all back together. Never seize on everything because I want to make sure that it doesn't rust itself solid and become a problem. And then I found on Amazon a set of H4s, which are my favorite headlight from way back in the day. Super bright. They're probably like mediocre by today's standards, but back in the 80s and 90s, these were killer lights. So H4s, which have high beam and low beam, and a set of H1s, which are just high beam. They don't have a low beam in them at all. So wiring it all up together with the American Autowire electrical kit. And the grill is, well, it's painted white. I don't know what the exact code is. It just looked kind of good with the orange. I painted, the grill is the grill surround, I guess, and the headlight covers are white. The signal light thing. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart up here. The signal light bezels up there in the nostrils of the hood are also painted the same white, as is the cab and the bumpers, and the whatever the white strip is around the grill on the front of the truck is all painted the same white. It just looks white. It seemed to look nice with the orange. I'm going for a creamsicle look. My daily driver is kind of a baby blue with white and an orange accent stripe on it, square body Chevy. I wanted the same kind of thing, but in orange, creamsicle. Back to the wiring. Some of the plastic little bits for the kit seem really kind of hokey, but then I compared these plastic bits with the original, and I'd swear they probably used the same die making, like in die injection molded or whatever it is. It's like they use the same equipment to make the same plastic, so it's really pretty much the same as the originals, which is neat. Wired it all up following the instructions, only I did screw up. And the weird thing with the headlights, I did have it all in and together, but when you turned on the high beams, the low beams would be on dimly. And if you turned on the low beams, the high beams would be on dimly. And that's kind of weird. And generally speaking, if in electrical circuitry talk, if things are intermittent, it's usually a connection issue. But if things are possessed by the devil, it's a grounding issue. So it turned out I had wired the sockets a bit different. Here's a bit of flattened gloss black for the little standoffs or risers or whatever it is to hold the grill in place. Grill is held in with 3/16 rivets, which were just convenient to use my air riveter to pop them into place. I did remove everything to make it all pretty and sexy. And then hold it all in so it doesn't all fall out. And then I figure, I'm here, why not put the bumper on? Or I'm still messing with fasteners. Everything just kind of grounds through the fasteners that it attaches to. There's like serrated lock washers behind the grill in front of the rad support. And then there's like 3 or 4, I think 3 fasteners on each side that hold the headlight grill assembly in. And then there's one kind of in between the rad and everything. The bumper bolts are stainless carriage bolts, which are sandblasted and sprayed white. Just the blasting makes it a little grippy, and the stainless keeps it from rusting and getting streaks of rust all down your nice sexy bumper. So yeah, it's looking pretty together. I like it. There it is, full brightness. H4s for a low beam that's still probably a high beam, and H1s to make even the most skittish of highway wildlife stand motionless in the middle of the highway. Thank you for following along on this hobby of mine. I'm still working on it. We'll do some more stuff in the next video. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.